Welcome everyone to O'Brien Ice House for Ice Hockey Victoria Premier A Division. Friday night we've got 3 games coming up tonight. The first of those games will be the Bison taking on the Jets. My name's Michael Clough and I'm joining in commentary today. Just having a look at the standings for the respective sides, and at the moment the Jets are the runaway leaders in the competition. They have won all their 5 games, so their first 5 games as well, and done very convincingly. And the Bison are currently in second last, so 5th out of 6 teams in the competition with 2 points, only the 1 win and 4 losses. So be fair to say the Bison, with a lot of talent in their side, it should be said, would be desperate to get a win today, and they really do need one to sort of kickstart their campaign. But for the Jets, it's going to be a case of keep on keeping on for mine. So look at these two sides. It's going to look like both sides have got a smaller than usual bench as well. So you can say neither side is heavily impacted by a reduction in numbers, because it looks like they're both going to have that issue. But they'll have a look at some of the key stats for their respective sides. I'll have a look at the Jets first, as I rely on good old phone technology. But in terms of points leaders for the Jets, we've actually got a bunch of players on 8 points. So you've got Aston Astafiev, you've got David Barrett, Yuka Kanto, and Darren Croft, all on 8 points for the season. Croft actually, of his 8 points, 7 of those come as assists. Also, you've got Max Astafiev, who is on 5 points for the season. And his combination, the Astafiev brothers, as a combination, very, very dangerous, and definitely going to be a highlight for today's game. For the Bison, looking at their points leaders at the moment, and it is actually Steve Ballick leading the way for the Bison with 5 points, ahead of Joshua Van Douwen with 4 points and Andrew Ballick with 4 points as well. So definitely much more significant spread in terms of points there for the Jets tonight. But also having a look at some of the goalie stats, and looking at the stats for the Bison starting in net tonight, or the goaltender tonight, Michael James, who has only won 1 of his 4 games so far. The goal against average of 3.55 and a save percentage of .893. And for the Jets, it's going to be Kieran Brown, who, for mine, not just in terms of stats, but in terms of quality of play and saves, has been, I think, the best goaltender so far in the competition. He's won all his 5 games so far. A goals against average of 2.22 and a save percentage of .909. As I mentioned, this is the first of 3 games coming up tonight, so all 6 teams play tonight. And as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be a key game for the Bison in particular. I think for the talent they've got, only 1 win for the season so far is probably not where they'd want to be, and probably not where a lot of people thought they would be. And for the Jets, will they just be focusing on keep on keeping on. So opening face-off, and it's won by the Jets. So the Jets are the team in purple, the Bison are the team in yellow. So outlet pass from Astafiev will skate onto the puck now for the Jets. Pass in the centre lane's a good one. Here's a chance now, and that was Astafiev. He lost the puck. Croft tried to send in the corner in a battle on the boards with Toby Gilchrist, and eventually the Bison will clear. So Jet Porter, he'll skate onto it with the modified number 26, just number 25 with some crafty use of tape. Been turned. Here's a chance now for the Bison. Little backhand attempt by Gavin Birchler, and a save has been made by Brown. So those unfamiliar with how things run here at IHV Prem A, it's 18-minute periods, a rundown clock, so a continuous clock, except if the game in the 3rd period is within 2 goals in the final 2 minutes, then you get a stop clock. There's no overtime, scores level, it's a tie, and they split the points. So Larkins will clear the puck now for the Jets. Down skating onto it, you should get there first for the Bison, and does. Happy to play that one off the boards. Dan's had the puck, lost the puck. Passes centre slot. Little backhanded there by, it was Klink. looking in the direction of Shaw. Couldn't quite find him, and it's going to be cleared now through Andrew Ballick for the Bison. Pass looking there for Startsev. The Jets clear once again. Van Khrushchev. The pass out towards Jeff Klink, sends that one in the corner. Khrushchev will skate onto it. Steve Ballick outlet pass unsuccessful. Daniel Shaw sent that one in the corner, but Bison now should be able to clear. Downs out wide. Pass is not a bad one out towards Steve Ballick. Lost the puck. Daniel Machin gets it out towards Artem Astafiev. Has support. But blowing a tyre there was Parkinson, number 19 for the Jets. And Max Astafiev will go back, retrieve the puck. So Max Astafiev just cuts out wide. Will wait for the trailer. It's back to the blue line and is unable to keep it in. Good defensive work there by Gavin Birchler. Pass back to Parkinson. Back out to Max Astafiev. Back to Artem Astafiev, and a good poker check again by Birchler. Trying to take on both the Astafievs. Numbers eventually do win out for the Jets. Now Dan Machin for the Jets. Rink wide pass. Wasn't a great one, just bounced over the stick there of Oliver Parkinson. And Max Astafiev gets the puck. Looks at his options. The Gilchrist clears the zone, but I think as far as Martindale for the Jets, gets it out towards Shaw. To Mike McDowell. Pass out the outlet pass wasn't a good one. Martindale fires, shoots, and James will make the save. And that's the Jets' first shot on net after 3.5 minutes of play. And so neutral zone face-off, defensive zone there for the Bison. They do win the face-off. Khrushchev has the puck for the Jets. Gets out to his, fellow number 35 and Louis Martindale. Now Shaw. The Khrushchev looking there for a tip. Puck is loose and it's in. Matthew Kennedy gets the goal for the Jets and they take a 1-0 lead. And in the end, James, he was blocked by his defenseman. Kennedy saw an opening, went wide, and was successful. So Martindale has the puck now from the face-off for the Jets. Will send that one into the corner. Protected the puck well. Now Ballick. That's Andrew Ballick. And it's poke checked away from him. Khrushchev goes out wide. Happy to play off the board. 35-35. To Kennedy. Across the blue line. A battle for the puck. And now Startsev has it for Bison. Try to get it out. There was that in the direction there of, might have been Nelson, I think it might have been. But here come the Jets again. Houdalakis with the shot. Saved there by James. Now Gilchrist to Startsev. Decides to send that one in the corner. Brown will come out of his net. Get him out towards Artem Astafiev. Pinched away there by Jet Porter. So Porter. Pass looking for Birchler in the slot, but that play's been broken up, and here come the Jets once again. Artem Astafiev poked it away by Porter. Downs, Nelson's there, just has to find the puck. He's looking, and he in the end was pinched by Dan Machin. So Machin behind the net. Pass back to the point. Chopped off there by Gavin Birchler. So Artem Astafiev fires, shoots. James with the save. Bison with numbers around the puck. And happy to play off the board. So Max Astafiev. Gets it to Artem Astafiev. Shot comes in. The shot was wide, and that was by Croft. And it's now being cleared away. Bison Birchler crosses the blue line, has support. Pass to the slot, they're looking for Steve Ballick, who couldn't get a clean shot away. And here's a chance again for the Jets as Kennedy will skate onto the puck. Pass to the slot. And looking there for Klink, who couldn't get clean contact. Here's another chance being picked off there. And Andrew Ballick will clear for the Bison. Forced out wide. Pass on top of the crease. But it was all Jets. Gilchrist fires, shoots Brown with a rebound. Kennedy clears. And Taylor gets it out wide. Rocky Taylor across the blue line again with the puck. To Klink. Gilchrist for the Bison. Finds Startsev. To Andrew Ballick, just wide of him. No icing call. Klink off the boards. Bison keep it in. They've just passed the puck out. No look pass, wasn't a good one. As Khrushchev has the puck now for the Jets. Fires on net, it's wide. Croft coming in at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Won the puck. Max Astafiev has it now at the blue line. Gets it. Little pass. Out towards Shaw. Shaw looking for Croft. Croft out wide and it's been picked off by Birchler. So Birchler had it poked away from him, still keeps it in. Nelson, the play was called offside, so he decided not, and rightly not, to touch the puck. So Artem Astafiev takes the blue line, plays onside, met there by Gilchrist. And here come the Bison again. Pass there well to the slot. Went through two Bison players. And Mike McDowell will just have to relieve the pressure now for the Bison. Pass, looking there for Nelson. Matchin blocked that. He'll get the puck back to Max Astafiev. Artem Astafiev now for the Jets. A drop pass out towards Klink, driving towards it. Fires, gets a shot away. James with the save. Sends that wide out to the boards. Got there by Klink and another save there by James. To Parkinson. Pass back to the point. Dan Matchin. Just cuts through. Pass to the slot. Missed everybody. And Khrushchev will pick up the puck for the Jets. He'll go out wide to Klink. Pass wasn't a great one. Startsev intercepts. Gets it out towards Jet Porter. So Porter just cycles back. Keeps the play onside. Now he has to wait for all his teammates to get back onside. That's going to be an offside call. With 8:10 remaining in the opening period. So neutral zone face-off. So Steve Ballick goes back out towards Toby Gilchrist. Gilchrist takes the blue line. Sends that one in the corner. Andrew Ballick will get there first before Hudalakis. But Jets again win the puck. Khrushchev couldn't get past Steve Ballick. Khrushchev gets it out towards Shaw. Shaw takes the blue line. Tries to cut the middle lane. Does. Shoots. Scores! Daniel Shaw gets the goal. And the Jets hold a 2-0 lead. You can see here Shaw cut in the middle lane, used the screen there supplied by Khrushchev. And didn't give James too much of a chance to see that one. So 2-0 lead now to the Jets. They lead the shot count 7-3. And they win the face-off at centre ice as Max Astafiev try to get out towards Martindale. Ballick now. That's Steve Ballick for the Bison. trying to work his way through the Jets' defence. Brown comes in, plays the puck, manages to clear the zone. Mike McDowell has to wait for everyone to get back on side. Passes out wide. Andrew Bellick couldn't quite get it. In fact, that has been called offside. So we'll have a face-off. So the face-off is going to be in the Jets' defensive zone. Pass back. And towards Max Astafiev. He got that from Machin. Astafiev. Pass there, looking for Croft. Has it now. Happy to send that one into the corner. Downs to the point. No one there for the Bison, the defensive point I should say, and eventually they will clear. Brown will leave that for Max Astafiev. So Porter, poke ticked away from him. McDowell tried to send that one in the corner. Everyone for the Bison is now onside. Pass out wide. Downs, now Nelson. Good out towards McDowell. And Costa Hudalakis has it for the Jets. He'll cycle back. Look at his options. Skating onto that one now is Taylor for the Jets. Battle in the corner. So Khrushchev with the puck. He's stripped of it there by Andrew Bellick. For Steve Bellick. Tight angle shot. Chance for Gilchrist to skate onto the puck. Gilchrist gets it back. Shot comes in. Brown with a save. Rebound on offer. And Andrew Bellick's shot went a little bit wide. Wraparound attempt. Still kept in now for the Bison. As Parkinson has it now for the Jets. Birchall left the puck behind. That is going to be a penalty. The first penalty of the game is going to go against the Jets as Matthew Kennedy makes his way to the box. And the Bison will have the power play. And a big chance for the Bison to claw one back. So face-off won by the Bison. Sent into the corner. So the Bison have to get themselves onside. So Machin has it for the Jets. Blows a tyre. Still has time to get it from one corner to the other out towards Max Astafiev. McDowell keeps it in for the Bison. He's stripped of the puck by Astafiev. And finds Artem Astafiev, has support and Parkinson finds him. Delays, gets the shot away, hits the pipe. And a great short-handed chance there for the Jets. As we'll have a face-off at the wrong end of O'Brien Ice House here if you're a Bison fan. And from the face-off, it's won by the Jets. So Max Astafiev. So Astafiev gets it out towards Machin at the point. Sends that one in the corner, Croft. McDowell for the Bison. Stretch pass. It's not a bad one. Streetsev gets it from Nelson. Bumped off the puck. Nelson throwing his weight around, but the much bigger man kept his skates, and that was Machin, who was lined up by Startsev. And Shaw. Out wide towards Croft. To Shaw. Houlikas lost the puck. Now it's Birchler. Birchler's shot attempt was blocked there by Dan Matchin. Matchin gets the puck back to Shaw. And the Jets are about to kill the penalty. It's just thrown out of their defensive zone. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. That was a good PK there from the Jets. The best chances, ironically, did come from the penalty kill team. Another chance now for Shaw for the Jets. Gets it back to the point. Houlikas fires, shoots, scores! I think Kennedy may have got the tip. But it's a 3-0 lead to the Jets. And the Bison are in a world of trouble at the moment. So from the face-off, and it's won by the Bison as Gilchrist has the puck. To Taylor. Pass was a poor one. Martindale turns it over out towards Houlikas. Involved in that last goal. Shot comes in from Martindale and it's a goal to the Jets. And they are running riot at the end of the first period as they take a 4-0 lead. And that is the end of the opening period. One in the end, you'd have to say, at least on the scoreboard, was dominated by the Jets, the ladder leaders. And already, with one period down, the Bison have a mountain to climb. And it was... ironically, as you see some of the stats, the Jets leading the shot count 9-3 is probably one of the key telling stats, but it was actually the importance of a good penalty kill or good special teams really came to the fore. The Jets had a really good penalty kill. They were the one actually created some chances. They took the momentum from there and went bang, bang, scored 2 late goals, and already this game, like I said, is maybe not completely out of reach for the Bison, but they have got a mountain to climb. And they need to make a good impression at the start of the game as Steve Ballick having quite a few words to his bench. And dare I say, he might have been just some concentration lapses at the end of that first period that opened the door. And so the goal scorers, in fact, it was Kennedy who did get the tip on that third goal. So Kennedy has 2 for the evening, and singles to Shaw and Martindale. Martindale also has an assist, and young Costa Houlikas had an assist on those last 2 goals. So good to see young player making an impact on the scoreboard as well. So moments away from the start of the second period here at O'Brien Icehouse. IHV Prem A. Jets in the purple. Bison in the yellow. First of 3 games tonight. And we're ready to start the second period, and it's the Bison who do win. The face-off is Downs. Gets the puck, he receives it back, looking for Birchler. He has it now, but he's pretty much on the defensive blue line. Parkinson goes back out towards Matchin now, but Artem Astafiev shoots. James got a little piece of that. Puck flew up high. Max Astafiev out there towards Croft. So Matchin to Artem Astafiev. Shoots with the shot was way too high on that occasion. See Ballick battling for the puck with Max Astafiev. So Matchin back out towards Shaw. So Max Astafiev pass was hot. Leading the race puck now is Martindale for the Jets, so beats out any icing call. Bison looking to clear the zone, and they do. Shot comes in, and again, that shot was high. That was by Nelson. Khrushchev. So Gilchrist with the puck to the Bison. Cuts in the middle lane. Interest trying to work his way through. Nice little pass on the backhand out towards Andrew Bellick. Was just a little wide of him. Bellick finds Nelson. He'll go back. Shot trying to work its way through. There was by Taylor. Now Martindale left the puck behind. And that is going to be called offside. And we'll have a face-off. So neutral zone face-off. And it's won by the Jets. James. Now Birchler. McDowell bumped off the puck. Here's a chance now for the Jets. Just fanning on that one, but eventually scoring on the second attempt was Artem Astafiev. And it is all the Jets at the moment. And that mountain I mentioned earlier for the Bison, well, it's starting to become Everest. It's 3.5 minutes into the second period. And the Jets extend their lead. So Downs out has the puck for the Bison. Tries to go out wide. Pass again out towards Porter. Porter tried the toe drag, but he left it behind. So Max Astafiev out wide towards Artem Astafiev. Puck back to Max, and scrambling to make a save there was Michael James. He gloves it. We'll have a face-off. But the byplay between the Astafiev brothers is a sight to behold. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off for the Bison. So James, happy to play that one in the corner. Porter tried to take away the puck, but it's been kept in. So Max Astafiev in the corner. Pass back to the blue line. Matchin to the just there down the slot, just wide of the net, but Matchin gets the puck back. Now Martindale fires, shoots, James and save. Big juicy rebound on offer. Bison able to clear. Klink backhander looking there for Shaw. Gets a shot away. Martindale couldn't get there for the tip either. The battle in the corner. Bison have numbers, but poor communication. They haven't been able to clear. Eventually they will, more by accident than design. And that pass was, well, way off. Way on the wrong side of Gavin Birchler. And Hudalarkis will go back. Khrushchev to Artem Astafiev. Toby Gilchrist protecting the puck, and he's protected it well against Astafiev. Gets it out towards Taylor. And lucky Taylor. Happy to play that one off the boards. Clear the zone, starts there. Couldn't get there in time as Brown will have that one gloved up. And we'll have a face-off, but there's going to be a penalty, and it's going against the Jets. Artem Astafiev will sit 2 minutes. And of course, it was the earlier penalty kill that really kick-started the Jets. They scored 2 late goals after that. And this is critical that the Bison do something with this power play. Even don't score, they need to just use it to regain some momentum. And they certainly can't concede. So, Downs gets it out towards McDowell. So McDowell takes the blue line. Thought about the pass back to downside against it. McDowell tied up by his posing number 2, Hudalarkis. Steve Bellick, and that was wide of him. And the passes just aren't connecting for the Bison so far tonight. Steve Bellick. That pass was chopped up by Matchin. Here's a chance now for the Bison. And just fanning on an attempt was Porter. Now Khrushchev uses Shaw as a decoy. Khrushchev out towards Shaw. Shot comes in. James makes the save. But once again, it's the Jets PK that are looking more dangerous than the Bison power players. Croft gets a shot in, and the save has been made. So not only is the Jets PK limiting the chances for the Bison, they're actually creating some chances themselves at the other end. There's still 35 seconds remaining to kill on the penalty. The face-off is exactly where you want it if you're the Jets. A bit of miscommunication there by a couple of Bison players. Pass out towards Nelson. He's out in his own. Fires, shoots Brown with the save. Big save there by Brown. Nelson again. Now Birchler at the half wall. Looking to send that one in the corner. Pass was too hot for Gilchrist. Astafiev had the puck and lost it. Now Nelson. Astafiev ties him up. Kennedy. Gee, Nelson's done well for the Bison. But the Jets have killed the penalty. And Artem Astafiev straight out of the penalty box has the puck now. Forced out wide. A beautiful setup between the Astafiev brothers. It's another goal there for the Jets. They lead 6-0. But that goal was beautiful. Pure beauty on that one. So Artem Astafiev goes out wide, draws Michael James out wide, probably too wide in the end. And Max Astafiev says, thank you very much. And he's got his first goal of the evening. So the undefeated Jets currently lead by 6 goals midway through the second period. To Shaw. To Clink into the corner. Down should get there first for the Bison and does. Looking to clear the zone. Hasn't been able to as Matchin just keeps that one in at the blue line. Eventually the Bison do work it out as Birchler. Pass. Good reading of the play there by Max Astafiev. Brown happy to play that one. Clears the puck himself. Ned Downs. To Matchin. Should note, unsurprisingly, Jets dominating the shot 17-6. So almost double the shot count they had from the whole of the first period. Matchin's pass wasn't a great one, but it did get out of the zone. To see Ballack forced to cycle back, looking out towards Birchler. Parkinson's got a piece of that, but here's a chance now for Porter. Shoots. The shot was wide. It's going to be a penalty, though. So it's going to be another penalty against the Jets. As James makes his way to the bench, so extra skater on now for the Bison. Andrew Ballack. Gets out towards Steve Ballack, so the brothers teaming up there. Jet Porter fighting for the puck. And it's been touched up by the Jets. We're going to have a penalty. It's going to be going against the Dan Matchin. Another chance now for the Bison on the power play, but you have to say, I don't think the Jets will be too worried about conceding some penalties at the moment because their PK has looked not only effective in stopping chances, it's looked effective in creating chances. And they win the face-off to the Jets as Hudalakis does clear Taylor. And riding the bump there was Artem Astafiev, has the puck, drives with it and scores! Short-handed goal to Artem Astafiev. And I reckon the Jets would be happy to concede penalties all day the way their penalty kill is going. And Astafiev gets his second. So it's becoming a dirty night for the Bison. Battle along the half wall. Now Artem Astafiev with the puck again. That shot came off a defensive stick of Toby Gilchrist. And we'll have a face-off. So defensive zone face-off for the Bison, and they'll have the puck now. Birchler looked at his options, just pass it back. James will leave that. For Gilchrist out wide towards Birchler. So Birchler takes the blue line. Birchler harassed there by Hudalakis. Jet Porter blows it tight and just muscled out of it there by Khrushchev. Now Andrew Balik, little backhand attempt. Brown makes the save. Another shot, and Brown makes a good save there, and the shot by Birchler, and that has been the best little piece of play we've seen by the Bison on the PK all game so far. Like Aaron Brown was more than up to the challenge. And just see here that last chance there for Birchler. The neutral zone face-off for the Jets, but it's won by the Bison. And we've got another penalty call. So it's a boarding call, and it's going to go against Khrushchev. So they clear one penalty to the Jets, and they go straight in the PK. But as I mentioned earlier, they'd probably be happy to be conceding penalties all night, given how dangerous their PKs looked. But it's the Bison who do win the face-off. They need something out of this power play. Downs. They caught a defensive stick on the way through and hits the back netting. We'll have a face-off. The Machin. Now Max Astafiev. Outlet pass, only as far as Jared Downs for Bison. To Downs. As Kennedy will send that one in the corner. Mike McDowell back out towards Jared Downs. Croft to Kennedy. Downs to centre ice, but it's all Jets once again as Machin leaves the puck behind. It's a weak pass, but Max Astafiev will get there first. Astafiev, nice little spin around backhanded pass out wide towards Croft. Croft looking there towards Max Astafiev, caught a defensive stick on the way through. Steve Bellick happy to play off the boards, and then Nelson. Max Astafiev. The Machin outlet pass was blocked, got it back. Out wide towards Max Astafiev, now Darren Croft. Left that behind. See, Bellick's pass wasn't a good one. So Max Astafiev gets it out towards Shaw. Out wide. Shot comes in there by Croft. Rebound on offer. And how did he not score on that empty net as it trickled along the line? So the penalty has been killed. Bellick into the corner. Khrushchev to Adam Astafiev. So Astafiev driving towards the net. Comes in. And it's going to be a tripping call. And it's going against the Bison. It was a delayed call. As I was just waiting, I was about to say a trip, then I was waiting to see what the ref was doing, and then a very much a delayed raising of the arm. This penalty goes against Toby Gilchrist for the trip. And now the Jets go on the power play, their first power play of the evening. So face off, and it's going to be won by the Jets. Khrushchev. It's out towards Shaw now, Adam Astafiev in the corner. Back out towards Khrushchev. Adam Astafiev, pass is being picked off, and here's a chance now for the Bison to clear the puck, and they do. So Jet Porter will just cycle back. concede some territory. And a big stretch pass there. Andrew Ballick thought about winding up. Here's a chance now, and Brown makes the save on the attempt by Porter. One of the better chances created there for the Bison so far tonight. They'll get the face-off in their attacking zone, but it's going to be won by the Jets. Matchin gets there towards Astafiev. Outlet pass. Wasn't a good one. Nobody there. Birchler picks it off. He'll take the blue line. Along the half wall. Now Matchin. And that's the end of the second period. As the Jets continue domination. There's a few words there between Martindale and I think it may have been Nelson there for the Bison, but certainly if not that, with the Bison bench. But the Jets domination continued in that second period. They lead 7-0. As we have a look at some of the stats at the end of two periods, and one of the telling stats is for the shots, and that's probably a true reflection of the game. 19 shots to 9, so they scored 7 goals. The Jets themselves haven't been piling on the shots, but they've been very considered and very deadly with the shots they have taken. They found themselves a little bit of penalty trouble, but their penalty kill has been something else so far tonight. Not only limiting the chances, in fact, nullifying the chances of Bison, they've been creating plenty of opportunities the other way and have in fact scored one of their goals short-handed so far this evening. So both teams in their huddles. And I think now for the Bison, it really is. I don't think we're talking about them trying to work a way into the game to win it. I think now it's about limiting the damage. If they can manage to pull this one up against the undefeated ladder leaders, it would be one of the biggest miracles we've seen here at O'Brien Icehouse. But they will start the period shorthand as well, as Gilchrist makes his way to the penalty box for another 49 seconds. That's unless the Jets do score in the meantime. So opening face-off of the third period, and it's won by the Jets as Astafiev goes out wide towards Parkinson. Matchin now just trying to drive into the centre lane, gets it out towards Max Astafiev, fires, shoots, caught a defensive stick on the way through. We'll have a face-off. But for the Bison, this does eat up PK time. With the continuous rundown clock that we do have here in Premier, and I'm pretty confident saying we will not go into the stop clock conditions in the final 2 minutes in this one. And face off, Jets have it. Max Astafiev out towards Dan Matchin. Back out towards Astafiev. Goes into the corner. Penalty has been killed. Gilchrist back on the ice and nearly picked that one off Matchin. His presence alone caused Matchin some problems, but the Jets still have it again through Parkinson. Gets it out towards Croft. And he's passed there looking for Adam Astafiev. Was blocked on the way through now. Max Astafiev grabs the puck. Poke checked away by Nelson. Hudalakis. Nelson nearly steals the puck. Hudalakis up against Nelson. Gee, Nelson's done really well for the Bison. Pass to the top of the crease, but the Jets had support and they're able to clear stretch pass. Well, attempted stretch pass eventually does find Croft. He's onside. To the centre lane, looking there towards, I think it's Martindale, but James will glove that one. And we'll have a face-off. So face-off in neutral zone, but see, and just on replay here, this battle between Hudalakis and Nelson. I'll tell you what, that young Nelson, Keenan Nelson, he's like a little pit bull. If he sees the puck, it's been turned over and hit the pipe. Attempt there by Shaw. And that would have just been extra salt in the wound for the Bison. Now Taylor fires, shoots, Brown with a save, rebound and offer. Good second effort there by Brown, makes a secondary save. And the reinforcements arrive for the Jets as Khrushchev. shot was blocked. James then comes up the pass, or these bats the pass away with the pads. Now Nelson. Poked it away by Martindale. The Jets looking to clear as Nelson was looking at the referee penalty, none forthcoming. Martindale battling there with Birchler. And we've got a whistle. I think we might have another penalty coming out of this. It's going to be cross-checking penalty. Should be going against the Bison. And it will. As Nelson will make his way to the penalty box. In fact, we've got 2 penalties coming out of this one. So Andrew Bellick and Nelson. Certainly 2 players are making their way to the penalty box. The 2 minutes up there against Andrew Bellick. Given there's only one there, and it's a 5-on-4. Yep, 5-on-4, so it must be a 10-minute misconduct in there as well. Which finds the Jets on the power play. So Matchin winds up, shoots, scores! There's a way to kill a penalty early. And so now the margin is 8-0 in favour of the Jets. And so from the face of the ref, we've got a liney down. Just have a look there. And it's husband Josh Page is the one that's hurt. Just making all sure that all the vertebrae in his neck are in the correct position by the looks of it. Let's see if he will continue on. I think he's a little bit sore and sorry for himself, but the face-off. Now with the Jets. Battle in the corner. And here's a chance now for Jet Porter. So Porter, pass out wide. Little drop pass to the slot. Nobody was able to get it though for the Bison. Shot come in from McDowell. McDowell will get the pass back, sends that one into the corner. Max Astafiev will get to the puck first. And James's outlet pass was unsuccessful. Artem Astafiev has the puck again, gets it out towards Max. Just flips it up high. Bison looking to clear as Parkinson lost his stick. Playing up for a call, none forthcoming, so Birchler sends that one into the corner. Now Birchler. And Taylor keeps it in for the Bison. And Brown will have that one covered. And we're going to have a face-off. So from the face-off, and it's going to be won by the Bison as poked away there from Gilchrist. Opens the door now for Martindale for the Jets. The backhand attempt just missed. So Martindale battling with Taylor. Kennedy's also there. He's looking for a hat-trick. Shot comes in and a nice glove save made in the end there by Michael James. 23-13 is the shots Unsurprisingly, it's the Jets leading that count. Yeah, so Kenny Nelson did get a 10-minute misconduct, abusive official. Hence the two players heading to the penalty box earlier. Khrushchev goes out wide, looking there for Martindale. Gilchrist will get there first. He lost the puck. Kennedy trying to get out towards Martindale. Startsev just skates over the puck, has time to recover. Porter just poke checks that to his team's advantage. Andrew Bellick protects the puck well up against a couple of Jets. Eventually numbers do win out and the Jets are able to clear the zone. Downs blows a tie. Kennedy, little backhand attempt. James makes the save. And McDowell. Gets it out towards Porter. So, Jet Porter had the puck, lost the puck, tried to get it back. Max Astafiev, busy as usual, gets into Artem Astafiev. So Astafiev there, just bumped off the puck. So Matching gets out towards Parkinson, sends that one in the corner. James. McDowell had the puck now. Artem Astafiev out wide. Here's a good chance, but a weak shot by Croft. He went wide of the target. The battle in the corner. Eventually it's the Bison who do win out. So Grant Birchler has the puck. Gets it out wide. Startsev who's just wide in the wrong side of him. Downs will go back and retrieve the puck. So Startsev has the puck. Shaw just happy to concede some territory. Now Max Astafiev. And that play is well and truly offside. And we'll have a face-off with a little over 8 minutes remaining in this third period. 8-0 the lead to the Jets over the Bison. And you can see why today the Jets have been undefeated so far, are heading for win number 6 for the season. So centre corner Taylor will get there first for the Bison. Now Gilchrist. Try to send that one in the corner. Brown will leave it now for Khrushchev. Stretch passing from Martindale. Just on the wrong side of him, and that's going to be an icing call. As we'll have another face-off. So face-off in the defensive zone now for the Jets. That's the Bison who have it from the face-off as a Jet Porter. There towards Lucky Taylor. Shot from a tight angle now. Hudalaka should get there first for the Jets, and he does. Khrushchev was looking there for Klink, couldn't quite find him. Porter's pass to the slot was intercepted. And the Jets escape the puck out of the zone, and they do. Gilchrist. Pass out wide. Pass looking there for Porter wasn't a good one. And the Jets will clear again. Just a bit of a backhand shovel pass. It's gone straight back in. Taylor sent it into the corner, and the Bison will make a line change. Khrushchev out towards Artem Astafiev. So Astafiev sends that one in the corner. Croft is looking there for Parkinson. It's going to be kept in by Khrushchev. Khrushchev in the corner draws some opponents Gilchrist gets it out. There's a good chance now for the Bison as Porter takes the blue line. Little backhanded pass. Probably a little too fancy in the direction there of Gavin Birchler. And Downs sends that one in the corner. Parkinson should skate on the puck. Overskates it for a sec, but ended up being to his advantage. Passes the slot. Eventually finds Max Astafiev. The shot was high. And Mike McDowell gets the puck, then blows a tyre and collides into the boards, and he's slow to get up. But he does get up in time to receive that puck as we're under 5 minutes remaining this one. Birchler just stripped the puck probably a little bit too easily there as Astafiev. That's Max Astafiev trying to get out towards Klink. Here's a chance now for Steve Bellick. So Bellick forced out wide. Nice little poke check there by Madchen. So Klink looking his options out towards Shaw. Shot with attempt was a little bit wide. Whistle's gone. So we've got a stop in play. And so far, Jets has just been happy. Just sort of cycle the puck, create some chances, and not go too hard as the shot comes in there from Max Astafiev. That's a 26th shot of the evening. They lead the count 26-14. So probably not the levels of domination in terms of the shot count as you'd expect given the actual score. As Nelson has served his 10-minute misconducts and he made his way back to the bench. So Taylor gets out towards Birchler, happy to send that one deep. To Brown. Lays off the boards, looking for Max Astafiev as support. So Shaw. And towards Kennedy. Got 2 goals in the first period now. Andrew Bellick for the Bison. Pass to the top of the crease. Here's a chance now. But the wall of Jets defenders save the day. Klink. Astafiev fires, and I think James Meyer got a piece of that one, but comes off the back glass anyway, still in play. So Shaw, the backhanded pass, the Bellick, out wide towards Birchler. Then left the puck behind. Bison looking pretty tired. Looks like they had a pretty small bench for today's game. I think that is starting to tell. That plus the scoreline, and hard to find energy when you're 8 goals down. So Hudalak is happy to play that on the boards. Gets out towards Max Astafiev. Adam Astafiev has the puck. Outlet pass out towards Croft. For Croft, we'll send that one in the corner for Parkinson. It's all over Parkinson now. Lost the puck. And we're into the final 2 minutes of this game. So Downs. And that's going to be an offside call. Things just in general play, it's starting to get a little bit messy now for the Bison. Like I said, I get the feeling some pretty tired legs out there at the moment. And from the face-off one by the Jets. Pass back out towards Brown. He'll glove it. We'll have a face-off. I think both sides are just happy for the clock to wind its way down. So Bison win the face-off, Brown with the save. This time he's happy to play it on, but the whistle's been blown, so I think that's been called dead. He's a bit delayed in that action. So a little over 1 minute remaining, and the Bison do win the face-off. Shot comes in, Brown with another save. So the Bison getting their shot count up, but what it's doing at the moment is building Karen Brown's save percentage. Well, sitting on 100%, but certainly going to boost his figures overall. So from the face of it again, it's the Bison who win it. Pass out looking for McDowell. McDowell along the half wall. Pass to the top of the crease, but no one was home for the Bison. Poke checked away there by Brown. Bison should get the puck back. Rulak is throwing his weight around. Now McDowell bumped off it there by Martindale, and it's going to be cleared for the Jets. And they're just happy to set up a wall. They're not going to be chasing that one as the Bison get the puck back once again. So Jet Porter puts on a bit of pace as the youngster in the corner. It's just bumped off the puck. And that should be enough, as just firing on a net there was Max Astafia, but the buzzer went before it made its way in. And that is it for this one. A dominant performance by the ladder leaders. The Jets defeat the Bison 8-0. They remain undefeated. And, well, for the Bison, it is their 5th loss in 6 games. But this one was one they'd be rather soon to forget. The byplay with the Jets was excellent. They took their chances. Their penalty kill was outstanding, it should be said. The penalty kill in that first period, when they managed to create some chances, really was where the game was ultimately won. They went bang, bang with a couple of quick goals, and in the end, the Bison couldn't chase them. Unfortunately for the Bison, the tape passing wasn't there. The communication at times wasn't there. It was just a dirty day at the office for the Bison. So just looking at some of the stats, 27-17 was the shot count. That's probably one of the more telling stats. Given that the amount of goals they did score, they didn't pile on that many shots, did the Jets. It was more about quality of chances for them. Bison also had their shots, but there wasn't too much. I thought that really pushed Kieran Brown too hard. So that's one part of our evening done. Our next game tonight we have is the Blackhawks taking on the Monarchs, and that will be in probably about 15 or so minutes' time. We're going to wrap things up from the first game here at IHV Prem A, and it was an 8-0 win for the Jets over the Bison. My name's Michael Clough, and we'll be back shortly with the second game of the evening, Blackhawks v Monarchs.